So the way that you will launch or start to use a skill or an action is called an opening invocation. So you would have Alexa is typically launch, open, or start. Google likes to say, let's talk, and then whatever you want to put there. Then both of them have custom intents. When I said, Alexa, ask data-driven design how my web traffic is doing, that was coded in as a custom intent to say. In a similar way to like updating content on a website, it'll allow you to build out the visual experience that would go on like an Echo Show device, or obviously like the Fire app on a smart TV. So any Amazon video display will have Alexa enabled into it, and it'll use the Alexa presentation language to design that experience. So again, from a voice user interface design standpoint, this is where we're getting into designing kind of those three prongs that I was telling you guys about earlier. So the voice experience, which I believe Alexa's voice is going to be replaced more and more. For any of you who play fantasy football, ESPN has one where you can ask Matthew Berry about your fantasy team and like who you should start and all that stuff. So like all that is a spreadsheet of data where Matthew Berry's player rankings are ranked higher than other players. And it's just a set of basically variables or rules as to which cell in the database that skill is going to say to start this player over this player. So it's not really unlike how you would build anything for your business or anything that you guys want to do. And all they did was they had Matthew Berry record, instead of where I was writing out what Alexa would say, they just had somebody write that. There's something called a custom intent. So the way that you will launch or start to use a skill or an action is called an opening invocation. So you would have Alexa is typically launch, open, or start. Google likes to say, let's talk, and then whatever you want to put there. Then both of them have custom intents. When I said, Alexa, ask data-driven design how my web traffic is doing, that was coded in as a custom intent to say, when the user says, Alexa, opening prompt, and then that utterance of how my web traffic is doing, it's going to skip you down to that. But then also the custom intent can be, look, we just want to market the fact that we have this new piece of content. All we need to do is tell people to say this. You can tell your audience to say this one thing, and it'll skip them directly to that piece of content. For the opening invocation, you're really limited to what Amazon will approve and what Google will approve. And you'll see that pretty early on in the design and development process. And the number one thing that you want to tell everyone on the Amazon side who's using your Alexa skill would be to say launch. Alexa launch, and then the name of your skill.